Well, welcome YouTube. It's been a while. Um, got some great news for you. I've got a lot of ideas for this channel and just the overall kind of direction I'm going to be going with it for the next few years. Um, for one thing, great news for everyone. I enlisted in the U.S. Air Force. I went through MEPS. I took my ASVAB, not exactly in that order, but with very soon, potentially within the next 3 to 5 days, I'll be starting basic training in San Antonio, Texas. I have everything packed and I'm ready to go. So I just wanted to make this as like kind of like a last kind of see you later video, because I'm gonna be uploading as many videos as possible from my last trip to Canada and SuperCon within the next few days. So that way, when I'm going out, I don't have to like do any more recording. I can just send this to you. So by the time this video is going up, I should already be in Texas starting basic training. And it's been great. I will still make AmeriCorps videos and AmeriCorps content. Gotta rock the merch and be answering any AmeriCorps questions. But I'm gonna be unable to for the next 2 months. So shoot me a message, leave a comment, anything. I'll find a way to respond as soon as I'm done with my basic training. And the channel's not gonna shift. It's still gonna be a pro AmeriCorps channel, but I will also be using it to vlog my Air Force adventures. So I'm trading the old A for another A for the most part. It's been really great experience. The ASVAB test for me, I'd say that it was hard, but not hard if you studied. And I know that sounds cliche because I'm the kind of person that over triple, quadruple prepares for tests and exams. Like anything you can memorize beforehand, I do that. So when it comes to the ASVAB, I bought like multiple books. I studied multiple times. I re-studied, and I did that for about a month and a half. And funny thing is, I actually tried to take the PICAT first and failed my verification in the place. And if you fail the verification, it rolls you over into the actual one. So at home, I scored like a 92 on my PICAT. And then in the actual MEPS building, when I was verifying, you don't know if you fail or not, the verification. You have to match it exactly with how you got it. So if you got one wrong, you get that same question wrong. If you get one right, you get that same question right. So in my head, I kind of had it memorized what I did, but clearly not enough, or it was randomly selected because I had to take the actual full-length ASVAB again. When I took that full-length ASVAB in my head, I remember panicking and being worried and concerned, you know, like, damn, like, I studied already, man. I don't want to do all this. I already took the PICAT. Why should I have to take this again? You know? So when I was put back into the ASVAB, I kind of just knuckled my head down. I'm like, okay, I'm here already. If I'm gonna fail or if I'm gonna do bad, I'm gonna make them work for it. And just like that, everything I was doing and studying just easily recalled to me. Every question on the PICAT was exactly verbatim, almost the same as the type of questions on the ASVAB. As for the verification as well, they were exactly the same. But for the full-on ASVAB, they were just similar, not exactly the same. So if there's anyone out there who's confused on how close the verification questions are, because I was very confused, because from some people I heard it was different, and from some people I heard it was the same. Don't listen to them. It's the same damn thing. For the full ASVAB, that's the kind of thing you're not going to do well on unless you've been reviewing a lot. So I would highly recommend, please study as much as possible. Go over everything thousands and thousands of times. Like focus on the core things though, like math, the English, mechanical comprehension, and the science, depending on what field you want, but those are the core foundations. Everything else is kind of whatever. As long as you can score high in those categories, then you'll pretty much be open to any job you want. Me specifically, I wanted, originally I was taking the test for the Army, National Guard. I was trying to become an MP, a military police officer. But when I got my score from the ASVAB, which was an 81, you know, I changed my whole branch and I just went the Air Force route because I scored high enough to do really well for a better branch, in my opinion, with better benefits. So I switched branches and I went over to the Air Force office, took my ASVAB score to him, and he got me in the process. And then he scheduled my MEPS appointment, which MEPS is a whole long day process. It's very tedious. It's going to be kind of your first pre-exposure to military life. So when you get there, you're going to have to stand at attention, kind of march, You're gonna have to be very respectful. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. You know, do exactly what they tell you. Stand exactly how they tell you. Don't move or breathe unless they tell you to. And if you move out of the line, they're gonna yell at you a little bit, which is fine. I kind of went in with this mindset of, okay, like, I need to be hyper aware of everything I hear. And when they took my blood pressure, you know, it was like really high, and they're like, "Whoa, are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just ready to go start. I'm ready to fight." And they like laughed and everything. And for the most part, I'm basically telling you guys to just calm down if you can. Try to relax, because by the end of the day, depending on how it goes, you're gonna be in a I don't really care anymore state anyway. So for me, when I was at the medical office, it took all day. I didn't get out till like 6 or 5, and I started at 6 a.m. So I was there from, that's 12 hours or more. And there was a lot of people there, but there was just one other Air Force person there who I had met previously. She and I talked a little bit. We were both pretty pumped. We were kind of concerned about like the hearing and everything. So there are tons of other videos on YouTube. I'm not going to explain those in this video. I'm going to kind of just give my opinion. I overtrained and I overprepared for what I thought it would be in my head. It kind of all boils down to the same thing that I've been saying. It kind of all boils down to the same thing I've been saying, like, don't lie to your recruiter. If there's an issue, say it from then and there, because if you give new information that was not given to your recruiter previously, that's considered lying and you're gonna get disqualified. There were a few people I saw get disqualified. There was one guy who I saw there who took his ASVAB test, and he just came out of the room just crying, man, and he wanted to be a Marine. And just from talking to him a little bit, you could tell that he needed this military thing to work. I had backup plans in case this didn't work. I had other ideas like Border Patrol, local police departments, armed security, or even just working for FEMA. Like, I have a lot of different revenues where I was trying to go just in case I was in this situation where this didn't work. And I really, really, really want to kind of give that kind of environment to this channel, especially where I explain to people that it's not a game. I myself am very nervous. Like, my family knows I'm nervous. I know I'm nervous. So I'm not even trying to hide it anymore. I'm trying to just like embrace it and move forward with that nervousness and use it as fuel, because I'm getting to the point now in age where I need and want to accomplish so much more than I have. AmeriCorps is great and I love the program, right? And it was a great stepping stone to train me for the outside world. But I have all the pieces now, and I'm at that point in my life where I'm ready to just, you know, flourish. Anyway, MEPS was long. Eat before you go. You don't really need to bring anything. Just bring your important documentation. They do give you food there. And then after MEPS, no news is good news. I didn't hear any bad news yet. Fingers crossed. So I'm pretty sure I'm okay. So I leave for basic training July 18th. I don't know who's going to be there or what's going to be there or what kind of people are going to be there. I think for the most part, I'm going in with the same mentality I left when I was with AmeriCorps. You know, you got to be vigilant, observe, try to pay attention to who's who, kind of pick out which personalities, you know, are going to be a problem for you. Not that you can't work with them, but just don't give out too much of your information. Thank you.